What is going on, Frugalnauts? Welcome back to the Frugal BC live stream. Got a great show for you today. A bunch of stuff we're looking at today. I'm going to read down the list of stuff we got going on. We're going to look, of course, always at Algorand's price and the ASA charts. Some interesting stuff going on there, both with Algorand and the ASAs. We're going to talk about fractal monsters going live this week in the Algorand blockchain. Algorand governance 6 stats. We can take a quick look at those, and also wonder where that vote is. Townstar playtest starting this week. Just some tech issues. It was supposed to happen last week, and ice storms had a little to do with that. So we'll look at that. Para reporting a huge influx of new users. We're going to look at those numbers. Doom the game, not Doom as in Doom storm clouds coming, but Doom the game has been uploaded to the Bitcoin blockchain. You can play it in your browser. Sort of. You need a mouse. We'll talk about that a little bit. The LBRY coin has been rallying along court speculations. We'll take a look at that news. Folks financing the Algorand space wins a major blockchain award. And we're going to talk about how far along HBAR is on its transactions, as well as Zone accounting for a huge percentage of usage. How much? We're going to talk about that later today. And we talk about a class action lawsuit filed against Logan Paul and his CryptoZoo project. That's something I've been following for a while. We will dig into that today. Otherwise, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a good time here. Got some people on the show here. Must have missed me. Hey, what's up, Frugal? What's up, Alex? How's it going? You got Pat Hardery coming back. What's going on, brother? Go FBC. Yeah, so we've had some... So interesting. I haven't done a live stream for a couple of weeks. Had some stuff going on. I had been doing some different kinds of live streams though. I've had a couple of live stream interviews, and I've kind of decided that that's the way I'm going to do them from now on. They seem to work a lot better if I just open up the stream and let them pop on, and then we chat on the show, and it's a lot easier from my standpoint. There's a lot less logistic works that go on, and that's just right away live on the channel. So we had NF Domains on, and it's good dude there. And then I had DZ just recently. We had DZ. Am I saying Aaron? I don't want to get his name wrong. Yeah, we had DZ from BitBoy Crypto on yesterday. That was pretty exciting. I didn't see that happening. My dog kind of acted out a little bit on the live stream, so that was interesting. He was very gracious, pretended like he didn't hear it. He must have, because I sure did. It's in the video. My dog started bothering me, and then I put her in her pen, and then she was kind of going crazy in the pen. So then I let her outside, and then finally we had a real chat. But it really kind of threw me off my interview game. But you know what? We did it. We got through it. I think it was good. I think we got some good stuff, and we talked about some stuff that I think. Yeah, I said some of the things that I've sort of said about Algorand. That's got a lot of promise for the ecosystem. Maybe not the best price mover in the world, and that's okay. Alex asked, "What kind of dog do I have?" I have a golden retriever. She is just about 2 years old, full of energy. Today we went out snow biking, and she ran along the side of me for a good hour, probably an hour 15 minutes total. And she's just yeah, she's great. I love her to death. She just was not behaving very well in that particular moment. Muhammad asked, "Do you think Algo can hit $10 in the next bull run?" That's going to be a tough one. I think it's probably more likely to hit somewhere in the $4 to $6 range. Still very helpful. I think it'll be $10 by like the end of the year, maybe. Oh, I appreciate that, Pat. Pat says the live interviews are banging. I appreciate that. And Alex says, "Love Goldens." Yeah, she's great. I've actually never had my own dog before. I've had my parents always had them growing up, but I never had my own. And kind of a long story. Basically, my coworker couldn't keep her anymore, and I'd gotten to know her because she'd always bring her to the office. The 1 or 2 days a week, I'm actually at the office for my day job, and I just couldn't let her go to someone else, so I just had to adopt her, and she's been my dog for over a year now. Very happy. She's a great little puppy dog, and I was so happy to have her running alongside my bike today with a couple of my friends. And yeah, it's kind of like you're all running in a path together. It's really cool. Very cool experience. Well, enough about my personal life. Let's get to the crypto news. Let's start with the let's just start with the general crypto charts. And remember, guys, first off, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so, and you can see all our great content. The whole idea is like we do the experiment, and then we just kind of tell you how it goes, the good, bad, and the not, everything in between. And at any time, leave. Go ahead. I have some links in the description if you're interested in any of those things. They help out the channel too. We got a Ledger affiliate code. We got one for Lofty AI, which is great. Really love Lofty AI. Great way to invest in real estate without investing a ton of money. And also, make sure you leave questions throughout the live stream. I kind of come back to them. I'll do some news and then I'll come back to the questions. I used to save them all to the end, but I found it's more fun to do it kind of intermittently. So anyway, getting to Bitcoin. Still up on the 7-day charts. It's been sitting a little flat, right around 23.5, 23,000, 23.5, right around that area. With Ethereum sitting over 16, almost $1,700. It's been up 7% on the week. And then let's just look down, XRP kind of flat, Cardano up some, Dogecoin, Polygon, both around the 10%, 11%. That's looking good. Yeah, Solana, Solana is just one of those coins. I just think the fundamentals are terrible, but that does not always dictate price, as we've seen. Shiba Inu, yeah, we're sitting around. That had a big pump. I don't know where that came from, and most of that is in the last 24 hours. I have a little moon bag of Shiba Inu that is not very significant, but it's kind of fun just to see it pump up like that. Yeah, a lot of big movers, some big movers like Polygon or Polkadot, Litecoin. Others not so much, like Avalanche, Tron, Uniswap doing well. Good to see Cosmos. I'm a big Cosmos fan. I've had Cosmos almost as long, well, actually probably about the same amount of time I've had Algorand. So I bought some of it when it was like $2 or $3. Nice to see that pumping like that. And this is down. It only dropped to around $8, I believe. Let's see, Chainlink, not so much. Bitcoin, not so much. Just get past some of the ones. Aptos fell a lot after, this one just kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm hearing people kind of talk about it now. And OKB, Stellar's been around forever, still sitting in top 30. That's fallen a bit though, I believe. ApeCoin, I don't care about. Near is up a little bit, still pretty high, still from like a month ago. That's pretty good. Kronos, I just don't mess with any exchange coins at this point. Not really interested. And then here's our Algorand. We'll skip over Filecoin. Doing all right. Algorand doing okay. Up 5% on the week. We're sitting just under 27 cents. And since a lot of us remember 16 cents, we'll take it right now in a bear market. This is a bear bull or a mini bull. We're not sure yet. And Hedera sitting at 7.5 cents. Now, I was buying a lot at 6 cents, so it's nice to see that pump up a little bit. Up over 11% of the week. Little Dow is kind of interesting too. VeChain, yep, 5%. Any other big movers? Let's just see what the biggest mover for the week is. I just kind of like looking at this stuff. Oops, went a little too far. So of the top 100, Optimism, followed by Immutable X. Now, they've got a Magic the Gathering style game called Gods Unchained. I played it, and the game is pretty decent. I think they did a pretty good job on it. The color scheme's a little flat. It doesn't really pop, which is kind of a bummer. And what was a problem was trying to. So at one point I played it. I was able to get on. I was playing the game, and then I didn't play for a while, and then I came back to it, and you had to have it was really weird. You had to do all these steps with your MetaMask wallet, which you guys know if you've been watching the channel, how much I hate MetaMask. I just hate it. It's like the opposite of what user friendly should be. It's the worst. And it was so crazy. I got through the 5th step, and it was like it wouldn't let me do the thing I needed to do because I hadn't already done that thing. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a circular thing where it's like, yeah, I can't do the thing because I didn't already do the thing. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, Mina's pretty high up there too. Mina's one of the ones I really like a lot. Up almost 30% just on the week. That's pretty impressive. And we already talked about Shiba, so Yeah, how's everyone doing? Great. We're gonna get to that. Pat, I see your question. We're gonna get to it in just a minute. Let me get to the Vestige charts. So this is the ASAs. As we talked about, Algorand, almost just under 27 cents. Good to see. Chips is now on top in terms of TVL. I've been hearing a lot of people playing the casino. Haven't really checked it out myself. DeFi token, a lot of people really swear by that wallet. It seemed like a good thing. I did review it really early on. I don't know if I even actually downloaded it and reviewed it. I think I just talked about that it was coming, kind of talked about some of the stuff involved with it. It kind of gives you the charts all and your wallet and all that stuff, kind of all in one thing, which is cool. I'm pretty happy with the pair on my algo combination right now. Yeah, Cosmic Gold's still sitting at number 3, 4 cents, and the first two are up on the week. Cosmic Gold seems to be down on the week, which is kind of a bummer. I'm gonna take a little drink. Yeah, Bank not doing so good, and then Opulus. I have this by TVL, right? Yeah, Opulus up in number 5 position. It is up 25%, almost 26% on the in the last 24 hours, and it is up on the week as well. I really wish they gave that 7-day percentage as well. It's been a frustration of mine. I've been saying that since I started doing these live streams, so you guys know that. Good for Opulus. Now, that market cap, I want to show you guys something too about Opulus. That market cap is number 2 of all the ASAs out there. That's something, right? The only one higher is Asia Reserve Currency, which has been the top of the market cap since as long as I remember for ASAs. But Opulus really growing now. Some of you who watch the channel, you know how I feel about the founder of Opulus. He's been known to attack fellow YouTubers. He's never attacked me. Some of his followers got up in my grill when I defended Seawill. When Seawill, he was just asking some questions, and I think that's. I always get a little concerned when project founders get really militant about when you're asking questions about their projects. Like, you guys should be able to answer that. Just answer it. Other ones, most of the time, I will tell you though, like 99.9% of the time, most of the people who create projects on Algorand are super cool. If you point out things that you don't like, or they'll either explain it or say, "Hey, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, that's something we want to work on," or actually, here's a way to get around that, or something like that. So I've had really good interactions with just about all of them, and I can't say I've had any personal bad interactions with the founder of Opulus, but I didn't like that he went after Seawill just for asking questions. Seawill's a good dude. I met him at the Cipher, very nice guy, and so I didn't like to see that. Anyway, that's the charts. That's fun. Let's see. Oh, lots of stuff in the comments. Okay. So Pat asked, "Do you expect big things from Algo's new chief marketing officer? Or is it big nothing burger?" That's a really good question, and actually, I thought about talking about that on the live stream anyway. Certainly, she comes with some really great potential, and I think she's got a great background. Now, some people pointed out that she didn't have. She's worked at a lot of big companies where you have a lot of oversight and you have a lot of direction given to you versus and we don't really know. It's hard to say what these setups were, but and that it might have been better to have someone who had like a startup experience, who had worked at a startup and kind of growing the marketing from there. I can kind of see that point, but I think I don't think you work in marketing firms like that unless you're pretty darn good. If you worked for Nike and for WhatsApp, I got to think you're probably pretty skilled, and I've liked what I've heard from her so far. I liked what she said in the foundation's little spotlight with her. So yeah, we'll see. It's hard to say. So you asked, is it big things or a big nothing burger? I'd say it could really be either one at this point. I know that's kind of what's the word? A Schrodinger's cat kind of situation, but hard to say. I really do think that she could do great things, and she'll. In a lot of ways, there's kind of nothing to go but up with that. See, this is being. I can't. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Wouldn't let me. Yeah, a lot of people talking about. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, a lot of people talking about Apple. I'm just staying away. I just don't like. That's a red flag. You know, when a founder is that militant when you're asking questions, that's a red flag. Or anybody. You know, here's a tip for your life. If you're asking someone a question and they're getting defensive instead of answering the question, it's probably a good sign that there's something up there. Just keep that in mind. Any aspect of life doesn't matter, not just crypto projects, but crypto projects especially. 'Cause anything you're going to invest your money in, you better be able to ask questions and get answers. Well, I'm really struggling to move my cursor today. Well, anyway, we're going to move on to the next topic. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so Fractal Monsters went live this week. So I'm a big fan of Fractal Monsters. I was not at first. I was skeptical. I was very skeptical. I thought, first off, I thought $50, which is basically about what it costs to shuffle. I thought that seemed like a high price to pay to try out a game that you might not have played already. Let me just share this. And, you know, I took some heat, and I don't mind taking some heat. I'm going to say what I think, even if I do take some heat. But I gotta say, I just like the way this game plays. What happened was I found on the marketplace up here, right up here, I might as well show that to you. And you guys can take note of this, because if you want to play this game and you don't want to pay a bajillion dollars, which I did not, my computer's going really slow. You can get them here. Here's one for 125 algo. That is almost half the price of. That's a cool one too. I kind of like that with the little chompy thing. Kind of like this guy here. So they look cool. I like. Actually, I think this is the one I had in testnet. It looked like that. So if you want to buy one here, what you can do as well, you can actually make it low to high. Yeah, so 125. There's a couple for 125, one for 134. And actually, this is about half the price now, because I saw it looked like it went up now. Sorry, my voice was drying out there. Yeah, really good. So I was like, okay, well, I can try it out for 100 algo, which was about $20 at the time. Just the price had just dropped at just the right time, and I said, all right, I'll try it out. And you know what? I've been really getting into it. I think it's a really fun game. I've been hearing really good things. The team seems really, really cool and responsive, and so yeah, I've been into it. And what is up, Christian Cassini, founder of NifGen, who's going to support all us Algorand creators. Appreciate you being on the show. Yeah, it's I don't know. I kind of like graphics like that. Like I just don't have a lot of interest in like the Call of Duties of the world, that kind of stuff. Not really my game. So I like that it's on. I just like that. I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So Heartless Shadow asked if there are any thoughts on Ada. Yeah, maybe talk about Ada a little bit later. I just want to get through some more news items. So anyway, I'll probably do a video more about, because I really did change my mind on Fractal Monsters. And I spent a little bit of money on some items and stuff, but mostly I've just been playing in the game, so it's pretty cool. So if you haven't checked it out, I actually recommend that you do. Like I said, you can get in pretty cheap, and you can always sell the monster down the road, which is kind of cool too. Algorand period 6 governance stats. Why don't we take a look at that? Let me dig that up for a second here. Because one of the things I've been curious about is just where exactly is that that vote? We are into February. We haven't even have it announced yet, which seems kind of crazy. At least last I looked. All right, so here is period 6. General governance is 6.74%. Doesn't look like they've figured out a way to measure DeFi governance yet. Period percentage is 1.69, so it's been going down a lot. Now it will raise a lot because a lot of people will drop out. They won't vote. That happens a lot. According to this, yeah, voting's still not announced yet, which is what I saw on the foundation site as well. There is 4 billion algo committed. Man, we've lost only like 200,000 or 200 million algo so far. There'll be more. More will come. Yeah, and about 31,000 in general governance, so that's pretty good. But like I said, usually when there's a vote, that's when the real drop-offs occur. And we don't have a vote yet. I know I might have to do with I think it's going to have to do with X governance. I know there's a lot of work going on around XGov right now. It's very interesting. It gets very, very technical and detailed. And I've read some Twitter threads, listened to a couple spaces, and it's just so far beyond what it's like. It's really like stepping into a soap opera in the middle. You just have no idea what's going on. I might have to have someone from there, maybe one of those guys from Twitter, come on and chat about XGov sometime, because I think that'd be pretty interesting. Oh, and before we get into more Algorand stuff, the Townstar playtest was supposed to be last week, but it got moved to this week. Now, why did it get moved? Well, I guess it's still this week, so moved to next week is what I should say. What happened is some of the devs got trapped in the ice storm. So what's going on? So they were without power and unable to fix some last-minute bugs, which means Townstar playtest. Everyone's looking forward to the new version of Townstar, and they were not able to play it. So now the new version is going to be, it's on the Godot engine. This is, if in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Townstar is a play-to-earn game on the Gala blockchain. People were able to buy NFTs and they will earn daily rewards by playing the game. The economy collapsed because there was nothing but sell pressure for the Town coin, which was their coin for the game itself. Now they're coming back. They're coming with a new version that's on the Godot engine that will allow for less cheating, and it will work a lot better. It'll allow for better game design, some new features in the game, but also like they're going to be turning the earn back on, and now it's going to be earning a Gala, which I think is a way better idea. So it's one of the games I cover on this channel. It's not an Algorand thing. I know that. I do other stuff besides Algorand on the channel, and it's a good game. I was playing it today. Like, it's a pretty fun game. It's like a farming / cash flow simulator, which sounds really, really nerdy, but it's fun. It's like it's a lot of the same team that worked on Farmville work on this game, and it is a fun game in and of itself. And you can play it free if you don't want to buy any NFTs, which I like. It's something that Cosmic Champs is doing too, which I think is a good thing because it brings people in without spending. But a little bit of a delay, so it'll probably be later in February when the earn turns back on, maybe even March at this point. Let's keep going. Got more stuff to get through. Oh yeah, so the Para wallet looks like. Oh, why would you open in there? Don't open in there. Hold on. Sorry, a little technical difficulties. Okay, so the Para wallet is reporting a huge influx of new users. This is really cool. Let us take a look at this. Okay, so Para reports that, hey, it's not just our swap volume that's on the rise. Para wallet has welcomed over 150,000 new users in the past month alone. That's 150% month-over-month growth. And if you don't know, that's a reference to Para wallet added swap to its platform. Their monthly active users reached an impressive 2,000 plus in January 2023. So that's great because that means new users. A lot of that means new users to Algorand, which is always good to see. And we got a little shout out for Drone Racing League. That's interesting because people get really mad about drone racing league, and I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle for that. you know, I think it's cool. I mean, I don't know. I watched it. I thought it was kind of fun when I watched it on YouTube, but I meant to go back and watch the rest of it, and I never did. So maybe it wasn't super engaging, right? But anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. Let's see what else. You know what? I got to. I think I could do this really quick. Got some more stuff for you, but remember you can leave questions in the comments, and I will. Make it. I will answer it for you live on the stream. There, that will make that work. Now I can open them up. Anyway, so Doom, the video game, not the general sentiment. Doom is being uploaded to the Bitcoin blockchain, and you can play it right in your browser. We're going to just take a quick look at this. It's going to take forever to load, but I'm going to show you where you can get it. I don't know. I just thought this was kind of cool. Yet another Doom clone. Now you need the mouse. You really do need the mouse. Can't just play this on a laptop. So just to keep in mind, but I think let's see if it loads fast enough at least to show you. So I tried to play it earlier and I couldn't because it just simply does not work on a laptop, which is too bad because I'd probably keep a tab open here and just play the game every once in a while. We'll let that load up. Let's just see what's going on in the. Christian says, I think Parawallet just improves the user experience of all users on Algorand. Excited for all the other features they have planned. And maybe Christian can answer this in the comments, but Pat says, what else does Para have planned? Yep, Doom on the Bitcoin blockchain. Oh, here we go. I'm going to show you. Let's load it up. I'll let Christian answer the question about Para if he doesn't mind. Here's what it looks like. There's Doom. It's apparently on the Bitcoin blockchain. I don't really understand it, but there's the address, and so I guess they're just storing it there. But so I can move around like this. Actually, no, I can't. There we go. I don't think I can shoot. I can't shoot at all. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that really quick, because yeah, it's just operating on the blockchain. It's loaded up on the blockchain. Pretty wild, huh? Let's see. Oh, LBRY. So I don't know if you guys know a lot about the LBRY coin and the whole LBRY ecosystem. They've had this huge problem with the SEC. Same as XRP. You know, they've been in a battle, but they actually lost. But now there's been some new update on that. So let's take a look at this. Let's see, LBRY token rally stalls as traders move on from court speculation. The token has nearly doubled in price in the last 7 days. LBRY credits have rallied hard this week amid reports of a favorable court case, but traders began giving back their gains Wednesday as their initial euphoria gave way to the more muted reality of a ruling that hasn't even happened yet. LBC was down nearly 4% in the past 24 hours, more than 16% in the last 4, around 5 p.m. Well, they're really going into the details there. So this is just talking, okay. Monday was when traders began clinging to speculation that the judge overseeing the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's lawsuit against crypto startup LBRY had ruled that the token was not a security, seemingly undercutting the SEC's November victory in the case. But that verdict still stands. On November 7th, Judge Paul J. Barbadoro ruled that LBRY Inc. offered LBC as securities when it sold them in 2016, a violation of federal law. LBRY Inc. is shutting down because of the ruling, though its blockchain for hosting decentralized content lives on, as does LBC, the utility token for LBRY's LBRY blockchain's network of content creators and consumers. Yeah, so kind of interesting, right? It's one of those cases. Is it a security? Is it not? But I'm glad that it's. I don't know. It's hard for me to like wrap my brain around this when they won't offer clarity up front, saying this is a security, this is not. So until they, and Brian Armstrong from Coinbase has talked about how hard it is to work with the SEC and get clarity on these issues. It's just really frustrating. Okay. Yeah, so Christian answered your question. He says, one cool thing Para is working on is their discovery section. I recommend checking out their Discord. Yeah, I might have to do that as well. Yeah, I can't get into the Fractal Monsters Discord because I had initially signed up for on Discord a different time and it put my number in, and so my phone number is associated with that. And now when I try to log into the Fractal Monsters Discord, it wants that phone number, and my phone number is associated with a different account, so it won't let me in. Very frustrating. Not their fault, really. Although I think they could do something different for. Anyway, good news for folks finance. They have won a major blockchain award for being one of the best of the year. So we're going to take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Well, this award comes from the INATBA, which is the I know I saw that spelled. Oh, the International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications. And so Folks Finance was the winner for the most exciting project of 2023 in the DeFi category. As you know, Folks Finance is a non-custodial DeFi protocol built on Algorand that provides a full set of DeFi tools for managing digital assets for lending markets, farming options, swaps, and algo liquid governance. There is Manadeno there. And good for them. I think that's great. As you know, on the channel, we just did a Folks Finance experiment, and we're going to see how that goes for governance. I never used liquid governance before, so we're going to try it out on the channel and see how it is. All right, we got 3 more left. We're almost done. We can answer some more questions. Talking about some HBAR news here. To 4 billion transactions. Let's take a look at that. So just 11 days ago, Hedera hit 3 billion transactions, and now it is sitting at 3.5 billion, on its way to 4 billion with a 681 TPS general on mainnet. So that's really great. Interesting stuff here now. Hedera has had some criticism that some of those transactions don't count because they're not transferring value. They're just verifying things. And I disagree, and I think the right argument there is it's helping secure the network, and those transactions do cost something. They cost 0.001 or 0001, whichever one it is. Can't remember off the top of my head. It's got a fixed cost, so it's always that much. Very interesting approach. I like Hedera. I like the approach it's taking. It's just so unique, so different than the other blockchains, which is. A lot of them say that they're different, but they kind of you get to dig into them, and they kind of sound like a bunch of other blockchains. And I have to admit, Hedera is trying something kind of unique, and they've got a lot of big partners. So it's definitely one of the ones that's in my bag. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is another interesting one. This is just kind of short. Zone users account for 40% of Algorand's daily usage. That's right, 40% of the usage going on in Algorand apparently is happening because of Zone. Let's dig into that a little bit. You guys play Zone? I play it every once in a while. I pulled up my phone. The last time I played, it was a little slow, I have to say. It just really lagged. By the way, if you I don't know if you're Dota 2 people, but you can play Dota 2 on Zone now. Let's see what the thing says here. Zone's impact on Algorand is undeniable, says Zone. Since our launch, we have maintained a streak. On average, 40% of daily active addresses on Algorand belong to Zone users. Really interesting. It is a testament to our relentless efforts to drive growth and achieve massive consumer adoption. So there's the 40% average, and yeah, it's like going up and down over it, but I think that's a fair statement based on the way they put it. And it's kind of funny to think that's what September that launched. Yeah, September 3rd, 2023. Yeah, 370,000 total wallets connected, with 138,000 new wallets coming in during the PlayFi League and contributing to 40% of the average daily active addresses on the Algorand blockchain is a monumental achievement and a clear reflection of the team's unwavering work ethic and support for the Algorand community. I did get to meet some of the Zone folks at Decipher, and they seem very dedicated. They seemed very focused. I thought very focused, like almost like they would rather be working on their game, and I appreciate that. I appreciate they're working really hard. It'd be nice when they get more stuff, more. I want them to get more. I don't know. I never recognized the soccer games that they put on there, and I definitely don't know anything about cricket. Maybe that's an American thing. I'd like to see some fantasy sports for other things, and maybe some. Whatever happened to chess? Weren't they gonna have chess on there? But yeah, I think they're fun. They're fun little mini games, and that's what I like to play. I don't know why it was so slow when I played it yesterday. Some of the games actually froze. Not sure what was going on there. But yeah, it's kind of great. They kind of use for them play to earn is almost treated like farming, and so I like that they do it that way. It kind of makes sense because if you're just gonna have a farm, to grow your user base, kind of makes sense to just have it on Zone. All right. Last but not least on our news, we got your favorite crypto influencer, Logan Paul. I don't know, maybe he's interesting. I go back and forth between how I feel about him, but good old Logan Paul. Well, he's facing a rug pull class action lawsuit over crypto zoo NFTs. So let us look at this one now. If you guys didn't see CoffeeZilla's 3-part series on Logan Paul, it's fascinating. He did a really great job on it and some really great work. Really dug into the project and definitely gave them a chance to say their side, and they chose not to, and that is on them. So interesting. Now, if he said that he's going to try to make this crypto zoo thing work now, but now he's facing a rug pull class action lawsuit. The famed internet personality Logan Paul and NFT project Crypto Zoo have been accused of engaging in a rug pull in a new class action lawsuit. Announced in September 2021, Crypto Zoo is marketed as an NFT-based game and billed as an autonomous ecosystem that would enable virtual zookeepers to buy, sell, and trade exotic animals on the blockchain, hatching them from eggs at the time of purchase. So, I know I was a little critical of Fractal Monsters at first, but, fair enough. They're like, hey, well, we'll get the game first, and then you can buy the NFT. Now, you could buy Tamers beforehand, so I get it, but you couldn't buy the monsters until the game was live, and I think that's a better move because once you buy the thing, you can actually play the game. Announced in September 20. Oh, let's see. So, filing made in Western District Court of the Western District of Texas alleged that the defendants executed a rug pull promoting CryptoZoo's products using Paul's online following to consumers unfamiliar with digital currency products, leading to tens of thousands of people to purchase these. A rug pull is well, we know what a rug pull is. So yeah, interesting because and I know that Logan Paul definitely deserves criticism for his CryptoZoo projects. At what point do you call it a rug pull? Because he didn't disappear, and he's actually said recently that he's going to try to make the game. Now, I think he's mostly doing that because he got caught, but it kind of begs the broader question of like, when does something become a rug pull? If you erase all existence of it, then it's definitely a rug pull. Like Algorand was definitely a rug pull because it just disappeared. The website went down. The coins were all pulled out. But yeah, there definitely was some coin pullouts here too. So I guess you could argue definitely that it was a rug pull. But I wonder if there's a strong definition of when it officially becomes a rug pull, especially if the founder says that he's going to pursue trying to get this project back up and running. That being said, I mean, I want to promise that I'm not defending Logan Paul and his crypto scam at all. I think it definitely was. I don't know that he intended it to be a scam, but I think he was negligent, is what from what I've seen. That's the best thing, and he definitely didn't answer. He definitely didn't answer CoffeeZilla's programs. Let's see if I missed any questions because I think there were quite a few here. What? I just can't scroll. I don't know what's going on. Restream is just not working well for me. Maybe if I close some stuff down. But if you guys got any wait. Yeah, it looks like it's just being a little slow today. Anyway, it's still working. So if you guys got any questions, leave them in the chat. Maybe I can pull this up on YouTube. See if there's any questions and look here. See if there's any questions and look. Let's see. Just looking through here. It wants me to exit the page. Oh, someone asked about ADA earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard some things lately that make me think I should relook into ADA a little bit. I think it's probably going to do fine on price. It'll probably be higher than Algorand. That one will hit $8 to $10. I would imagine this next bull run. But I was really unimpressed with the Sunday swap. It was just a really botched launch, in my opinion. Which doesn't mean that I've heard there's actually some good things going on in Cardano, so I should probably look again. And I gotta say, I've always been a big fan of Charles Hoskinson. I think he's a pretty interesting dude. There's a really great Lex Friedman podcast with him where he talks for like 5.5 hours, and I didn't mind it. I thought it was actually pretty good. So just something to think about. See if there's anything else new. Yeah, good point about the rewards too. Yeah, Zone. I've been a big fan of Zone. Zone is good stuff. All right. Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I might just wrap this up now. Anything else? You guys want to see my fractal monsters? Let me pull that up. Are you guys playing fractal monsters? I just want to show you my monster. Oops, I gotta connect my wallet. I thought I was connected on here. So I actually borrowed a monster to do the live stream on Monday. I borrowed it from the guy who runs Algonaut blog. Very nice guy. Said he would lend me the monster so I could try it out. And I have to say I wasn't super convinced, but I think it started to lay the seed because I thought, okay, this is okay. Yeah, thank you, Pat. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll just close this out by showing you guys my monster as soon as this loads up. It takes a little while. I didn't buy a tamer, and I don't at this point I don't see that I would. So I gotta drink some water. Trying to do more shorts now too because YouTube is really emphasizing shorts. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think the art for all this has been really good. So whoever's behind that, kudos to you, man. Good stuff. Looks a lot like Pokemon, I know. A lot of this stuff looks like Pokemon or Digimon, that kind of stuff, but anyone's still watching. I gotta close some of these tabs. That'll probably help. Yeah, there's my little guy. He's very happy because I've been feeding him. I tell you, I pick up more poop from this little monster than I do my actual dog. But it all loads up pretty fast too, and this is on my slow computer that I've been using for live streaming because the peripherals actually work. I really need to get a new computer. Dude, look at this. You gotta clean up their poop. Isn't that wild? Like, my dog doesn't poop that much. It's crazy. And then you gotta like the mood is good. He's got a guitar, so you go like this and you can, I think he's pretty, that makes him happy. And then we want to put it back and just bring it to the little bag there. And then this is the training area. You can do the training exercises. Christian is really good at this. He's way better than me at this, I think. That's the training beach. And then if you want to pick up items, you want to like add your inventory, you can go to the forest. Now you know what time. Now you know what time slot I'm on. Yeah, so it refreshes every 4 hours. So you see up in the corner here. I still got another hour, 12 minutes before it refreshes, but I'll just show you like if you can shake the tree. You can open stuff, this is all just to look for items, and there won't be any items because it's not refreshed. And then sometimes little critters come to fight you, and you can fight them and get some coins. But anyway, that's enough of that. I just wanted to show you guys that. Otherwise, you know what? Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Stay safe, and remember, not your keys, not your crypto. Get your stuff, as much of your stuff off exchanges as much as possible. And as always, I'm Frugal BC, and I will see you